Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the main card of UFC 200 right now with Nick Kalikas from MMAOddsBreaker.com. Nick Kalikas, UFC 200, awesome card here. Brock Lesnar returns to the UFC. What to make of this fight from a betting perspective? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Mark Hunt right now I'm seeing is the favorite at minus 170. Lesnar as a dog at plus 150. I mean, regardless of what line this should be, I'm assuming that the public is betting Lesnar here, especially as a dog. Is that not the case?
Now they're starting to.
Right.
Originally, that was not the case.
Mm-hmm.
I opened this fight minus 150 for Hunt, and there was an opener originally. I believe Pinnacle was one of the first out with the line, and they actually opened Lesnar minus 200-ish.
Wow, really?
They immediately got action. Yeah, they got dog action immediately. A lot of my buddies hopped on there as well, hopped on the dog action, and it kind of rode all the way to almost 2-1 for Hunt then in turn, right? So my official opener was minus 150, and I think that is kind of a fair spot because obviously the way these guys match up, you would think that Lesnar definitely gives all the hype and even all the square people that aren't involved in MMA, the WWE fan support, the popularity of Lesnar is outrageous. So he's going to draw some action just based on that kind of stuff from the general opinions out there. But obviously some of the smarter players are banking on Mark Hunt kind of knocking him out before it gets to the ground, and they think that Hunt should be favored. For me, I'm kind of somewhere down the middle, to be honest with you. This is a tough matchup, and it wasn't an easy line to set, so I'm not knocking Pitty for putting it at 200 for Lesnar because I can understand it. Like I said, I mean, Lesnar's definitely going to attract some huge action. You just mentioned it as well. But overall, early on, it was Hunt getting the action with a lot of the MMA bettors out there, the people that know the sport well, basically assuming that he knocks Lesnar out.
I mean, it's just we don't really know what condition exactly Lesnar's going to be here, and that's the key factor to this whole fight, right? I mean, I could easily see because he was fighting in WWE, and there's no way that he was training to the degree that he would need to train to be prepared sufficiently for this fight. So my first thought is you have to love Hunt here. Maybe I'm wrong though, but it's just there's so many reasons not to like Lesnar, right?
There is. I mean, he's getting older. He's not getting any younger. We all know that. Father time catches up to everybody anyway. But, man, he is an athlete. I mean, he was – I mean, for what the small experience that he had coming into the UFC, he did wear that heavyweight crown.
Sure.
Which is impressive, man. I mean, that's how talented this guy is of an athlete alone. And he has that hunger. Again, he looks to be in great shape. And you know what? Even if he's not at 100% and he did hit that decline spot, it's really going to come down to Lesnar's wrestling and his ability to get the fight to the floor versus Hunt's takedown defense. So I don't think he has to be as sharp as he once was, or, maybe he's even declined some coming into this fight, of course. So we're not sure where he's at, but is he still going to be able to get the takedown? And if so, I think he's obviously going to have success. If he gets Hunt to the ground, Hunt's going to have a difficult time getting Lesnar off him. Hunt is going to get beat up on the ground. And then, obviously, Lesnar's not a dummy. He's going to look for the sub. He's going to look for that arm triangle choke that he's won fights with before. He's going to look for that Kimura that a lot of fighters in the past have finished Hunt with before as well. Hunt has improved his sub defense, his takedown defense. He's not as easy to get to the floor these days. But, man, I'll tell you what, if anybody can do it, it's Brock Lesnar. I mean, for crying out loud, he took Cain Velasquez down, even if it was momentarily, even if it was just for a little bit of time and Velasquez got back up. Hunt is not Velasquez when it comes to wrestling. So Brock Lesnar can get this fight to the ground. Now, will he be able to keep it there long enough to have success? Because if Hunt rolls out and gets off of a bad position or out of a bad spot, and this fight takes place on the feet, obviously Hunt is going to win this fight. He's going to knock him out. So that's where I'm split a little bit with this.
So, I mean, I would love to take the under 1.5, but it's minus 230. I mean, it just feels like either Hunt's going to knock Lesnar out quickly or Lesnar is going to get it to the floor, and that means that, it's likely to be a quick finish that way. I don't know, though. At minus 230, I guess you can't take it, right, Nick?
No, you can't take that because there is a chance that, I mean, Hunt's such a tough guy. Look what Stipe Miocic, the current heavyweight champion, was able to do to Hunt. He beat him up for, 5 rounds for credit. He took a beating. He didn't quit. So that 1.5, laying that under, like you said, it is logical that it does go under, but you cannot lay that juice because if Lesnar does have success getting it to the ground, I mean, there's no quit in Hunt. He might survive to get over that hump a little bit. So, yeah, it is dangerous laying that spot.
All right.
I think this overall – I do think it's a dog or pass situation here.
You think so? And so it sounds like that eventually by fight night, the books are going to be roughly even in terms of the action that they take?
Yeah, Yeah, a lot of them pretty much are right now. Again, with all the early action coming in Hunt's way and then the late action starting to come in on Lesnar, this is going to be the type of fight in the spot that they're going to make money regardless of who wins this fight more than likely.
All right. So Nick, it's probably there's too many unknowns to make it any bet here a sharp side. But if you had to make a bet here, it would be on Lesnar actually at plus 150.
Yeah, because I do think he will get the fight to the ground. I really do. I know Hunt's improved that takedown defense, so it might not be easy, but I do think he gets it to the ground. And once he gets it to the ground, I think it is a winnable fight for him. And let's not forget, I know the UFC just matched this fight. I mean, both guys can win this fight. It's basically a coin flip type of fight, which we just went over in a way. I mean, you lean towards the veteran Hunt because of the knockout power. And a lot of people mentioned Brock does not like getting hit, but who does really? I mean, who likes getting hit? Right. So, but the UFC obviously thinks it's a winnable fight for Lesnar as well. I mean, this might be his one and done, one fight and done or whatever. But I think Lesnar, if he wins this fight, he's probably going to want to try to have another fight, or there's rumors that he does want to have a few fights in the UFC.
Sure.
So this is a winnable fight for him. So yes, I do think it's a dog or pass situation. If my money was going anywhere in this fight, it would be on Lesnar.
All right, interesting thoughts, Nick Kalikas. We'll see how it turns out. Nick Kalikas again is from MMAOddsBreaker.com. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.